At times when strong emotions get in the way, it helps to have guidance on making informed decisions inside a marriage. But have you ever considered that the better advice could come not from relatives and friends, but from a licensed marriage therapist? We are joined this morning by marriage and family therapist, Dr. Angelo Basa. It's a beautiful day. Doc Angelo, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. I was going to ask, how many years have you been in practice? And when you talk about marriage therapy, it isn't something that, Filipinos have fully embraced, right?
Yes,
Why is that so?
We've been in this practice for 12 years now. And most Filipinos do not actually seek help when it comes to their private matters.
Right.
So, pero most of the people who can pay, who can afford, those are the ones coming to us. Yeah.
When you mentioned about paid, Doc, how much does it normally cost for couples therapy?
We have different packages actually. So, there are some couples who only come for a day. They don't want to come back anymore. Yeah.
Bakit? May away ba during marriage therapy or?
Yeah, merong emotions pa involved
Yeah.
on the first day. But if they stayed, we are willing to talk about the solutions. We even talk about it for 5 hours. Maabot kami ng 5 to 6 hours sometimes. If they don't want to come back and because of their busy schedule.
Right.
Yeah, some of them naman 1 or 2 hours lang, then they will choose to come back again, reschedule.
You know how in movies, pagka nakaharap sila sa therapist nila, the couple, and then they fight each other
Yes.
during the first few sessions? I think that is what really happens.
Yes,
Right?
because those are unresolved issues, stored.
Yes,
Stored
yes.
subconsciously, na hindi na discuss, hindi na pag-usapan, tinutulugan. Yeah.
Well, you've done this for 12 years. That's longer than some marriages. You take a look at the body of work that you've been doing. Are we seeing any trend siguro? Dumadami ba yung mga nagpapa-therapy? I know mental health in general has been more openly talked about issue.
Yes.
Kapag personal,
Yes.
people are less afraid to see therapists,
Yes.
mental health experts. Pero pagdating sa marriage, when it's a couple or partnership, do you feel that it's more open today or that hasn't really changed?
Very open when the pandemic struck to all of us.
Yeah.
Ang daming tumawag sa office. Pinupuntahan namin, even lockdown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, simula nun, natuto na yung tao. Kasi nakakulong sila sa bahay, they don't know how to fix it themselves inside. Habang nagtatagal sila sa loob ng tahanan nila na hindi na-resolve yung dispute, umiinit lalo yung kanilang sitwasyon. Yung mga words against each other, yung mga treatment sa children affected. Kaya natututo na silang tumawag. Yeah.
In the 12 years you've been doing this, Doc, have you seen any patterns, like themes of the most common problems most couples face?
Yes. The common problems is, this is my right. I have the right to be happy. Hindi niya alam na yung right to be happy, sa asawa niya, hindi niya tuloy maibigay. Because ang mentality niya laging, ako to, I need to be happy, I need to be supplied with what I need. Ganun lagi yung mentality. Ang problem, the other party also thinks that way.
Yeah.
I also need this right, I also need this right. Eventually, merong gap sa gitna.
Right.
Because walang nagsusupply ng dapat matanggap ng bawat isa. Because the mentality is wrong.
From your experience with your clients, can you share with us maybe some testimonies that couple therapy really does work?
Yeah, there was this couple. The husband is a foreigner. The wife is a Filipina. Hindi alam nung foreigner yung gusto ng wife niya.
Okay.
When his wife told him, I need annulment, sabi niya gano'n. Siya mismo yung nagpunta, the husband, to seek annulment. Sabi ko, hindi na ito naiintindihan yung sinasabi ng wife niya. Asian foreigner. So, sabi ko, that's not what you need. Hindi annulment ang kailangan niya.
Okay.
So, I called the wife, nausap ko. Then, suddenly, nagkaayos sila. A few sessions, pero the husband is willing to talk every month. So, may schedule kami. Then now, the wife got pregnant na. She got pregnant na.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
And another case, merong wife na pumunta sa office without any appointment. crying, and makikita mo, parang crying overnight eh. When in that instance, sabi ko, they really need help. So, pinausap ko. We talked for about 6 hours.
A long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 6 hours.
You have
in
a
the
lot of
office.
time, Doc, huh?
Yes. Because this is our advocacy.
Yes.
Advocacy namin to because we saw the ignorance. There are so many relationship books written, and they all say one thing, which is supplying the love and supplying the respect to the other party. Scientifically proven na yan eh. So, this is about ignorance. Kaya if we push this education to every marrying couples, madali ang relationship eh. Because you know what your spouse needs on a daily basis. It's actually a daily basis to need love. It's actually on a daily basis to need respect from your spouse. Yun ang nakakalimutan. Kasi isang beses mo lang din magawa, the next day, magiging habitual na eh.
Right, right.
Kaya require yun, araw-araw gawin mo eh. You respect your husband, you love your wife, even yung pag-seek ng affection, even yung pagpapaalam.
Doc, when do you think is appropriate time for a couple to finally decide, okay, we need to see a marriage therapist na? Is there a certain moment na feeling mo, okay, once this happens, go consult?
When the arguments last for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, sometimes a week. When you are arguing on a daily basis already, it's very stressful. You cannot work normally, di ba? Hindi ka makatrabaho ng maayos. So that's the time when they seek a therapy. Sometimes, sobrang busy sila, hindi may schedule. The arguments continues even until sa paghiga, pagtulog sa gabi.
Okay.
So it's a very stressful life. Not seeing one or both of you calming down or being humble enough to accept we have a problem. We need a professional to fix this. Kasi nga, pag professional yung kinonsult, hindi ka matatakot sabihin yung private information nyo because the professional therapist is hindi kayo kilala eh. Hindi kayo i-judge.
Yes.
Di ba? Kaya natutunan din namin not to judge them. Pag nag-seek help, ibig sabihin, they are humble enough to admit one of them has a mistake.
I like that, yung humility.
Yeah.
Kailangan
Yeah.
humble enough to
Yes.
go and seek help.
You know, Doc, marriage is very sacred, especially here in the Philippines. We're a Catholic country,
Yes.
and marriage is forever,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's for keeps. And when your clients go to you, you really make sure that they work things out and everything works out in the end. But
Yes.
are there certain situations where you already suggest, maybe like throwing in the towel, giving up already? Meron bang ganong situation?
We had, yes. When one of them has a reservations already, yung bang hindi na siya nag-focus to fixing it, but finding another person as confidante, as someone na nakalabas na yung problema.
Okay.
So alam na nung third party yung issue nila. And mostly, itong third party na to yung sumasalo. Kung hindi siya nakakatanggap ng love, respect sa bahay, this third party na
Right.
he or she confided in, siya yung nagsusupply ng love and respect na hinahanap niya sa tahanan, sa bahay niya. Ayun. We have a lot of cases like that. Kaya nakikita na namin, pag nag-invest na siya ng time, attention doon sa third party, mahirap na.
Yeah.
We just give them time to fix it and asking the other party or not guilty spouse to come back all the time, what to do, how to regain her or his self-love.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When we talk about sessions, typically it's not a one-time, you're done, right? So most
Yes.
couples that do the therapy, how many sessions do they normally do or do you recommend? I know it's a per-case basis, but what's the range?
The range would be 5 to 6 sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Di naman 6 hours.
Hindi naman.
Okay.
Yeah. Session.
Yeah.
Depende sa problema.
Oo. Kasi when the other party really don't believe in the therapy sessions, mahirap. Mahirap. Kasi kung minsan nga, there was a couple na 50 years old na, no? Both of them, mga past 50. Muntik na magbarilan sa bahay.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Silang dalawa lang nandun
Wow.
sa bahay. Tapos sabi ng husband, anong wife, "Sir, be strong, ha?" Oh, sabi ko, "Bakit naman?" Oh, muntik na akong barilin kanina ng husband ko, sabi niya.
Kanina, that's
Yes,
same
sabi
day.
niya gano'n,
Wow.
yeah. Tapos, meron ng pastor na naunang pumunta, but the problem was not resolved.
Okay.
So, be strong, sir, sabi niya. Then, kinausap ko yung husband. Kasi ang sabi ng husband, bubulahin lang tayo ng mga yan. Bubulahin lang tayo. So, nung kinausap ko na sila, una muna si wife, na nakikinig din si husband habang nakahiga eh. Then, may tumayo na si husband. Then, join the session. Naging fruitful naman. And they even invited us later to go to the resort.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow, maganda naman yung resort.
ganda.
Okay. Siyempre, yun yung yan yung concern ko. No.
May question ako kay Doc Angelo kasi medyo serious tayo so just to break the ice, I guess. Because last night, I watched the movie XX Lovers ni Marvin Agustin and Jolina Magdangal.
yeah.
So there's a storyline there na they're gonna get married, but the in-laws, they keep on butting in. And I think that is probably one of the problems that your clients, married couples here in the Philippines face, yung involvement ng parents in the
Yeah.
marriage. Kasi syempre, we're such a, ang Pilipino ganun pamilya, we're so tight-knit and everybody's like involved and may extended
Yeah.
family members pa na nakikialam sa
You
sa
don't have a
marriage,
problem
right?
with in-laws naman.
No, I don't.
Okay,
You know,
so,
I'm actually
paano
very lucky person. I'm actually very lucky kasi I don't have any in-law
And we'll go so you
problems.
can have a session with Doc.
No, but when I watched that movie, naalala ko to na isa yun talaga sa mga problems that most married Filipino couples face, no? So how can they, what's your advice? How can they, take control of their marriage and not listen to external forces like parents, in-laws, other extended family members, but at the same time without being disrespectful?
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a deeper reason why parents are becoming like that. Number one theory there is the marrying person is the breadwinner. Usually breadwinner siya.
Okay.
So, mahati na yung attention when he forms a family.
Yes.
Hati na eh. So,
Oo.
pwedeng mawala dahan-dahan yung support. Financial,
yes,
moral,
yes.
attention, everything. The second reason there is alam ng parents na hindi pa ready yung anak nila to get married. They know from their heart, hindi pa ready itong anak namin, biglaan lang. May nabuntis or nakabuntis or something. So, those are the factors na pwede natin i-consider.
Okay.
Why it's happening. Meron pang mas malalim na reason.
Yeah.
Oo, na alam ng parents. Only them would know. Now,
Go ahead.
para mapigilan yung ganon, magkaroon ng heart-to-heart talk muna with the parents. Yung bang wala na siyang choice, hindi na siya maka-atras. He or she has to talk to his parents para mas malinaw yung separation from the parents to getting married,
Yeah,
forming
yeah.
a separate or his new family. Kailangan mapag-usapan.
Doc, heavy topics, how do you win the trust of yung mga patients mo?
We have to be an example also. We
Okay.
have to be a living example of what we teach, what we advise. Kaya, my wife is here to support me.
Ma'am, tama ba? Lahat ng sinasabi niyo? Okay, just making sure. Naka-thumbs up po
Thumbs up
siya.
siya, yes.
For those wondering. Opo.
Yan, kailangan we live by what we teach.
Right.
Importante yun. So, nakikita naman din kami, we are public people. We also show our family whenever we go out. Yung ganon. Kailangan mag-umpisa muna sa amin.
Right.
Yung good example.
And Doc, you brought your book here with you. Could you talk more about this? So for our viewers who are interested in seeking help, obviously they can talk to
Yeah.
you, but is this book a great
Yes.
read as well?
Of course.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. I titled this Tamang Guide sa Pakikipaghiwalay o Pag-preserve ng Marriage. It is a fact that marriage is not for everybody.
Yes.
And even sa umpisa pa lang, malalaman mo may mga red flags ka makikita before signing the marriage contract. If you ignore that red flags will continue to flourish
Okay.
inside your marriage.
That's so interesting, Doc, because we've talked about marriage itself, but I want to talk before marriage rin.
Yes.
I don't know kung spoiler to sa book mo, pero ano mga red flags
Right.
before marriage?
Pag ang party, puro sarili lang niya iniisip niya. All about himself, all about his his personal goals. And most of the time, unfinished business niya yun eh. Pag dinala niya yan sa marriage, ang focus or mentality niya, nakafocus lang doon sa unfinished business niya.
Okay.
Pag hindi pa siya sawa sa pagkabinata or pagkadalaga, dala-dala niya yun hanggang marriage. And she will or he will always insist, this is my right. That's like what I've said kanina. This is my right to be happy. This is my right to enjoy life.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem starts from that moment na red flag na yun eh. Dapat ang naririnig mo sa pakakasalan mo, yung, ay gusto ko gawin natin to together.
Yeah.
Ay nakikita ko to, maganda to pagka pinagtulungan natin. Dapat ganun yung naririnig mong mentality.
When you live as two instead of as one.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Maraming salamat, Doc. We, for those who want to reach out to you and actually consult you,
Or get a copy of the book.
Or get a copy of the
Yes.
book, how can they reach you?
Yeah, they can call our office at 8800-3368 or mobile phone 0918-4356-873.
And where's your office, Doc?
Kalanan, Makati.
Okay.
Well,
So
thank
for
you
those
so
in
much.
Makati, go check out Doc and get his book as well.
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you rin po.
Doc Angelo, ladies and gentlemen, marriage and family therapist, Dr. Angelo Base.